Hey sis, listen, I finally got divorced.
What?
Because of that, I have no money, got kicked out of my place. It's seriously the worst. Just got my last belongings from the house today. Can't believe this is happening. James changed the locks already, so I can't even return back to the house now. So, I hate to ask, but could you come pick me up? I really have no money, so I can't even get back home on my own.
Wait a minute, what's this all about? Are you really Emma?
What kind of reaction is that? I'm your cute little sister Emma. Long time no see. I mean, who else could be texting you from this number? Remember, this was my old number before I left? I kept it all these years. Hey, are you listening, sis? Come on, don't leave me on red. This isn't the time to be playing hard to get.
But this number should have been disconnected years ago.
Yeah, but I just got it working again. Had to beg the phone company for support. Sarah, hello? Look, I know it's been a while, but family is family, right? Seriously, I literally have nowhere else to go.
You've got some nerve contacting me after all the trouble you caused, and you're planning to come back here?
Well, I got divorced from James. I got kicked out of my place, so I have no choice but to go back home.
No choice, huh? Do you even understand what you did? 10 years ago, you stole your sister's fiancé and ran away with him. Do you really think you still have a home to return to?
Oh, are you still angry about that? I thought after 10 years you might have forgiven me by now. People make mistakes when they're young, right? I was only 22 then, barely an adult.
What?
Besides, I'm divorced from James now, so that whole running away thing from 10 years ago should be water under the bridge. Just let it go and come pick me up. I'm seriously in trouble with no money and nowhere to go. And honestly, it's not like you were that invested in your relationship with James anyway. If you really loved him, you would have gone with him. I just did what you couldn't do.
I don't care about your situation. As far as I'm concerned, we cut ties the day you left. Please don't contact me ever again.
Ugh, what's that about? This is unbelievable! You won't help your own sister when she's in trouble? Is that how a real sister should act? You're really going to leave me homeless? What would Mom say if she knew you were treating me like this?
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
I mean, if someone can steal your man, isn't that your fault? It's creepy that you're still hung up on it after 10 years. If you love James that much, you should have just followed him to London when he got transferred. He practically begged you to come. I remember how he kept asking you to reconsider. You're not responding, but I know you're reading these. I can see the red receipts, you know. Fine, I'll say what needs to be said.
Excuse me?
I'm saying that if you loved him that much, you should have gone with him to London when he got transferred. He even asked you to come with him. It's your fault for refusing. That's why your little sister was able to steal him away. Stop playing the victim after all this time. You always choose duty over love. That's why you're still alone.
Don't you dare! Dad had just fallen ill at that time. You know that I couldn't leave town at a time like that. Mom's knees were also getting bad, so I just couldn't abandon them. Someone had to be responsible. Someone had to think about our parents.
You're just too serious, sis. That's why your fiancé switched to your sister. You could have hired a caregiver, but no, Saint Sarah had to do everything herself.
Well, looks like that switch didn't work out too well either.
What? Don't act so smug about it. At least I had 10 years of marriage.
I heard through the grapevine that you got married, but why the sudden divorce? I actually hoped you'd be happy since you went through with the marriage.
Marriage life is complicated. You wouldn't understand since you've never been married. You have no idea what it's like living with someone. Try maintaining a relationship for 10 years before judging me. And don't act all high and mighty just because you stayed behind to take care of Mom and Dad. Someone had to live their life, you know. While you were playing nurse, I was experiencing the world. I got to see other parts of the world like Paris, Rome, Barcelona too.
Oh, is that so?
Anyway, come pick me up now. This divorce has been messy, and I've been living in internet cafes lately. I'm exhausted, so I just want to relax at home for a while. The chairs here are killing my back, and the people here are starting to recognize me. It's embarrassing. I mean, it's the least you could do after I freed you from a marriage that would have made you miserable. James changed so much after we moved. He became so controlling about money. You should be thanking me, really, because James turned out to be such a disappointment. Always working late, never wanting to go out anymore, just obsessed with his career.
Even if you say that, I'm telling you there's no home for you to return to. If you have no money, just hurry up and find a job, then get yourself a place to live.
Why are you being so cold to me? We used to be so close when we were little. Remember how we shared everything, all our secrets? Like how we used to share a room, and how I'd always cover for you when you stayed out late studying? I never told Mom and Dad about your study dates with James. I kept all your secrets.
That was before you betrayed my trust in the worst possible way.
I'm tired of hearing that kind of meanness, so just come pick me up soon. I'll send you my nearest station location later, so wait for me. The last train leaves at midnight. I'll be waiting at the station. And bring some cash if you can. I haven't eaten properly in days. The cafe only serves instant noodles. Sarah? I know you're there. The least you could do is respond. Fine, be that way. But I'm sending you my location in 2 hours. You better show up. I mean it, Sarah. I'll be waiting.
Sarah, I'm really sorry about what happened 10 years ago. I know we were already engaged, but I ran away to London with Emma. I understand that was a mistake. I know it's sudden to message you like this, but I couldn't stop thinking about you.
Oh, now it's you. Is this some kind of cursed day?
Now it's me. Wait, did Emma contact you? Did you hear about our divorce? Has she been messaging you? Please tell me what she said. Sarah, please respond. I need to talk to you. Everything's falling apart for me.
Yes, I heard about it 2 hours ago. I heard she's having a tough time, divorced and kicked out of your place.
I really tried my best to not get divorced. I betrayed so many people to get married, so I wanted to at least see this marriage through as a man. But everything just reached its limit. Day by day, I kept thinking about you until I couldn't take it anymore. The guilt was eating me alive. Every morning I wake up thinking about you.
What? Me?
When we first got to London, it was fun. We were newlyweds. London was exciting and every day was truly happy. But Emma never worked. She just kept playing around in London. Even when I got sick from overworking, she wouldn't take care of me. She wouldn't even do housework properly. She spent all day shopping, maxing out her credit cards, meeting friends for expensive lunches. I kept comparing her to you. How you always took care of everyone. Remember how you bring me soup when I was sick? How you'd always remember my mother's birthday? How you managed to balance work and family? Emma never did any of that.
But you should have known that from the start. Even back home, she never held a steady job and just played around all day. And on top of that, she dumped all the hospital visits and caregiving for our parents on me. But you chose her anyway. You saw how she was. You knew exactly who she was.
She was fun to date, but she was the worst wife possible. That's why every day in London I thought about you, Sarah. Kept thinking about how you would have said kind words to me in times like these. How you would have comforted me. These past 10 years I've been thinking about you constantly. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I never stopped loving you. You're always the one. Every time I passed by a hospital, I thought about how you stayed late taking care of your father. I'd see the nurses and remember you. Every time I saw someone helping an elderly person, I remembered how you massaged your mother's knees, how patient you always were, how kind.
Well, I haven't thought about you once. Not even when I passed our old meeting spots. Not even when I saw our engagement photo.
Sarah, I understand if you can't forgive me, but could you give me one more chance? I want to start over with you. We could make it work this time. I've learned from my mistakes.
Huh? Are you serious right now?
Of course I'm serious. I'm divorced. I got laid off. There's no point in staying in London anymore. So I'm thinking of coming back home. I want to start over with you. London isn't the same anymore. Everything reminds me of my failures. We can rebuild what we had. Remember our plans for the future?
Wait a minute. What do you mean you got laid off? Are you unemployed now?
The company downsized. I tried finding another position, but no one's hiring at my level. That's the reason why we got divorced. I couldn't afford Emma's extravagant lifestyle anymore. I want to come home right away, but I can't get in touch with anyone. Everyone seems to be angry about the past, just like you. I've tried calling old friends, but no one will pick up. I've left countless voicemails. Sent dozens of emails.
Of course they are still angry. Our engagement was known by everyone in town. Running away after cheating was like cutting ties with the entire community. Everyone watched us grow up together. They all came to our engagement party.
That's exactly why I want to get back together with you. If we reconcile, I think everyone might forgive me. We could show them we worked things out. People love a story of forgiveness. You're always the respected one in town. You accept me back. Your word carries weight with everyone. You can help me make things right.
Don't be ridiculous. I won't get back together with you for such calculated reasons. And besides, your parents don't want to see you either. Your mother's message was never show your face in front of us again.
Really? Message? Wait, are my parents nearby? So you've been talking to my parents. When was the last time you saw them? Can you contact them for me? Please, Sarah, I need to talk to them. Are they doing okay? Is Dad's heart condition better? In that case, I'll give up on getting back together with you. But could you at least tell my parents' contact information? Just their phone number? Or maybe their home address. Anything so I can contact them.
What?
Well, everyone moved because of the dam construction, right? That's why I haven't been able to contact my parents or siblings. I never thought you'd all still be together. Did everyone move to the same place? At least tell me the address. The town must be completely different now. The new development and everything.
Oh, so you knew about the dam construction, because Emma seemed to have no idea about the situation.
How could she know? She was too busy going out to even watch TV at home. Always on social media. She barely read the news either. Always just busy posting things. Never cared about anything back home.
I see. Well then, I'll give you one last message from your parents. They won't give you their address or contact information. They never want to see your face again. That's what they said.
What? They can't mean that. I'm their only son. They wouldn't abandon me. Not after everything. Sarah, please, you're my only hope. You're the only one who can help me. I have nowhere else to turn to.
Well then, you better work hard to find a new job. Your debts won't pay themselves.
Hey sis, when are you going to come pick me up? It's been a week already, and I'm seriously running out of money, so you better come get me before that happens. The internet cafe is getting expensive. I can barely afford instant coffee anymore in this situation. I've been waiting patiently, you know. The internet cafe owner is starting to give me weird looks. He keeps asking me when I'm leaving. I've got to get out of here soon.
Sorry, but neither I nor our parents are going to pick you up. Give up on coming back here and hurry up and just find a job. Then get yourself a place to live.
Why are you and Mom and Dad being so cold to me? I just only stole one man. This is such harsh punishment for that. People make way worse mistakes than I did. At least I didn't commit a crime. It's not like I killed someone. I just fell in love. That's all it was. And James wasn't even that great of a catch anyway. He turned out to be such a disappointment. You should be grateful I took him off your hands.
Huh? You still haven't reflected on anything, have you? Because of your affair and elopement, our parents and James's parents were all humiliated in front of the entire town. Everyone in town was talking about it for months. Mom couldn't even go shopping without people whispering. Our whole family went through such a tough time while you were gone.
But that was 10 years ago. It's annoying that you're still angry about that. And if someone can steal your fiancé, that's partly your fault too. Can't we just call it even and forgive each other? Time heals all wounds, right? Why can't you just let it go? I mean, I'm the victim here too. My marriage just failed. I wasted my youth on him, and now my own family won't even help me after everything I've been through.
Don't be ridiculous. Being abandoned by my fiancé and the other woman being my own sister, do you have any idea how much that hurt me? Don't say forgive like it's such an easy thing. I had to face everyone alone, while you two were having fun in London.
Sis, you're so stingy. If you don't want to forgive me that badly, fine. I'll just come home by force then. That should be okay, right? I still remember where the spare key is hidden, behind the loose brick, right?
What?
I'll use what little money I have left to come back. I'll even buy some shortbread from Brown's Bakery to apologize for the past. Then we can put everything from 10 years ago behind us. Let's all make up. You, me, Mom and Dad, everyone. Just like the old days, one big happy family again. Remember how Mom always loved those shortbreads? She'd always save the last piece for Dad. We can sit around the table like old times, have some tea together, and chat about everything, just like we used to.
Well, even if you say you're coming back, you don't even know our address.
Ha! Even if I left 10 years ago, I still remember our home address. So since I'm divorced now, I'm coming home. Look forward to seeing me after 10 years. I still remember everything about our house, every little detail, the creaky third step on the stairs, the way the front door stuck in summer, the window in our room that wouldn't shut properly in winter, the cherry tree in the backyard.
But all those memories are all gone now because our home is at the bottom of a dam.
What?
So I wonder where exactly you're planning to go. Are you going to use your last bit of money to go sightseeing at a dam?
What? Bottom of a dam? Huh? What do you mean? This isn't real. You're joking. Our house can't be gone. This isn't funny, Sarah. I grew up in that house.
That reaction. You really don't know anything, do you?
Of course. I don't know about this. I haven't heard anything. What do you mean our home is where the dam is? Wait, does that mean our home doesn't exist anymore? All my childhood memories. Our room. Mom's garden. You're just lying, right? This is just to keep me away. You're making this up to punish me. You have to be.
We don't just not have a home. The entire town is gone. The whole village is underwater now. Has been for years. Everything's gone.
What? The whole town? My middle school, high school, my friends' houses? Everything's gone? The shrine where we used to pray? The shopping street where we used to buy ice cream? The park where we used to play as kids? Our secret hideout? Brown's Bakery too? Mrs. Brown's shortbread?
Yes, everything is gone. It was even on national news, but I never thought someone directly involved wouldn't even know about it. The news was everywhere, for months.
No way, you're kidding. Then where am I supposed to go? I mean, where are Mom and Dad and you living now? With our hometown and house gone, where did everyone go? Please, Sarah, I'm so confused about this. I really need your help. I have nowhere else to turn. You're my only family.
Well, I wonder where we are, but we won't be telling you our current address, so good luck finding us.
What? You won't tell me? I'm your real sister and daughter of our family. You're flesh and blood. Blood is supposed to be thicker than water. You can't just abandon me.
But we've cut ties, remember? Even if we're blood related, no one thinks of you as family anymore. You made that choice 10 years ago.
What? No, you can't mean that.
So we're not going to give important personal information to someone like that. Well, that's that.
Please, Sarah. Seriously, tell me where my parents are. Where are my mom and dad now? Where'd you all build your fancy new house? Stop being so secretive and tell me where everyone is. Can't sleep thinking about this. Keep having nightmares. I know you're reading these messages. Your red receipts are on. I'm desperate here. Please, just respond.
What? Fancy new house? What are you talking about now?
Since you wouldn't tell me where everyone is, I desperately searched for information, and I found it online. It said people who relocated because of dam construction received tons of compensation money. It said some people got like £1 million and built mansion-like houses. I saw the articles all about the relocation project. I saw the photos of the development area. The new houses look amazing, like something from a magazine. My parents must be living in one of those. They deserve it after all their hard work.
£1 million? We definitely didn't get that much.
But you got something close to that, right? You got money from the government, right? And built a new nice house with it. The websites all talked about the compensation, the new community facilities. Come on, Sarah. You can be honest with me. You can trust me with this.
Well, we did get decent relocation compensation, and since everyone in town used to live in decades-old houses, I guess any new house would look luxurious in comparison. But it's nothing like what you're imagining.
That's not fair. You all got money from the government and got a chance to restart your lives in nice houses. If you're getting such a good deal, you could at least forgive me. Everyone got a fresh start while I'm struggling here. My parents are probably living comfortably now in their new house, while their only son is struggling to survive.
Ugh.
You're all benefiting from this, right? You must be swimming in money, right? So you could forgive me now, someone who got divorced and lost his job. Please forgive me. I've learned my lesson. Think about how much this would mean to my parents. Their son returning home, the family reunited.
No, that's a completely different issue. Don't try to manipulate this situation.
Come on, Sarah, please. Tell me where you all are. I'm seriously about to run out of savings and it's getting dangerous. I'll apologize for what happened 10 years ago. I'll even get on my knees if you want. So please, please tell me where my parents are now. I can barely afford food in this situation. The landlord is threatening eviction from my house. I'll do anything, whatever you want. I can't continue to live like this. Please, you've got to help me. You're the only one I can turn to.
If you're that desperate, I might tell you, but don't regret it. We thought everyone would scatter when the dam was built, but quite a lot of townspeople ended up living together. The government apparently prepared a nice piece of land for us all. It really feels like the village just moved as one. like a transplanted community.
You mean, could it be that besides my parents and your family, everyone else? Are all the others living nearby you too? Everyone? The whole community?
Yes, everyone's here. That's why if you come back, no one will talk to you. Instead, they'll just look at you with cold eyes, thinking, look, the disgraceful idiot's son is back. They still talk about what happened. They haven't forgotten about anything. And from what I hear, you borrowed money from several local friends when you went to London. Apparently, you never paid them back. Are you really sure it's okay for you to come here in that state?
What? Oh no. Oh, that's a really bad situation. Actually, I signed IOUs with interest. I've been dodging those payments. I thought they'd eventually forget about this. It's been so long. I thought they'd never find me. I thought everyone had moved on.
Oh really? Just tell me more about these debts.
I thought everyone had conveniently disappeared somewhere. Why did everyone have to move together? You should have all scattered across the country. You weren't supposed to stay connected. It's the worst possible scenario. How much does everyone know about the money I borrowed, about this whole situation?
Well then, I think I'll let everyone know since it sounds interesting. I'll tell them I heard from James and that you seem to be doing well. Apparently, you're still in London. They'll be very interested to hear this.
Oh, wait, please keep this a secret. The interest added, the repayment amount has gotten seriously scary. I can't handle any more debt collectors. I'm begging you, Sarah. Please don't tell anyone you heard from me. I will promise I'll disappear completely this time. Just don't tell them, please, Sarah.
Well, that's not my problem, so you better hurry up and find a job to pay back that debt. Tick-tock, James.
It's not fair. It's always you, sis. Always getting all the benefits for yourself. It's really not fair. If I had known about the construction, I would never have married James in the first place. You must have known about this all along. You planned this. You must have been laughing at me all this time. Living in your fancy new house while I struggled in your perfect new community.
What? What are you suddenly angry about?
That attitude of yours has always pissed me off. You've always been sneaky, sis. Always pushing the bad deals onto me. This is seriously unbelievable. You knew about the damn construction from the start and pushed James onto me, didn't you?
Huh?
Then you pretended to be the good daughter and stayed behind alone. When the damn construction started, everyone got big money from the government together. You just pushed that loser onto me and got yourself a fortune. You're the worst. That's why you didn't even try to win him back when I stole him. You played me from the start. Everything all makes sense now. You let me have him because you knew he was worthless. You probably knew about his debts, too.
Hold on, Emma. What are you suddenly talking about? There's no way I had such a scheme. You're being delusional.
No, it was definitely all your scheme. You've always been like this since we were little. Always so calculating.
What?
Remember when you let me have that pretty dress you got for your birthday? The pink one with lace? Turns out it had a huge stain that wouldn't come out. You knew it was ruined. You always make it look like I'm getting the better deal at first, but in the end, you're the only one who benefits. It's always been like that since we were kids.
That's because you always jump at immediate benefits without thinking things through. Don't blame that on me. Your lack of foresight isn't my fault.
You didn't even tell me you built a mansion with the damn construction money. You got £1 million from the government, so why didn't you tell me? That proves you were trying to trick me. I bet you're living like a queen now, in your perfect new house, with all the modern appliances, while your poor sister sleeps in internet cafes. It's not right.
You're believing online information too? Sorry, but we didn't get that kind of money. We only got enough for building a new house and some living expenses. Nothing extravagant.
I won't fall for those lies. I know that you're trying to hide the money somewhere, so I can't take it from you. You probably have a secret bank account, offshore accounts. Show me the compensation paperwork. I deserve to see it.
Emma.
I'm also a daughter of the house that sank in the dam. That means I have a right to get money from the government too. If you got £1 million, hand over at least 300,000 to me. It's my inheritance too, my birthright. I deserve compensation too. I lost my childhood home, all my memories.
Fine, I get it. You want the money, is that it?
So you were hiding it from me after all? I knew you couldn't be trusted. You can't trick me anymore. I've grown smarter.
But first, how about you pay the £300,000 in compensation? We can talk about everything after that. For emotional damages, with interest.
What? You can't be serious.
If you're going to forcefully claim your rights, then it's okay for me to do so, right? Pay me compensation for stealing your sister's fiancé 10 years ago.
Well, even if you say pay up, that was 10 years ago. There's no need to pay for that now. It's ancient history. You can't put a price on something like that.
Then we don't need to pay you either. You left home 10 years ago. The same logic applies to that, right?
What? That's not the same thing at all. That's completely different. This is about government money, legal compensation. You're just trying to confuse things.
And you keep saying I'm the sneaky one. Let me say this one more time. I'm not sneaky. You're just an idiot who can't think beyond the immediate future. You stole your sister's fiancé without thinking, ran off to London, got divorced, and now you don't even have a place to go. It's all your own fault. All your choices led you here. Every single one of them. I'm amazed you've managed to survive being this stupid. That's actually impressive.
What's your problem? Suddenly calling me stupid? I don't want to be called stupid by someone who got their man stolen by their sister. You're just jealous. At least I got to live in London for 10 years, while you were stuck taking care of old people in our boring little town.
Then never contact me again. Then you won't have to be called stupid.
Huh? You think you're so smart just because things worked out for you? Pure luck!
If you have complaints, first pay me my £300,000 compensation. 10 years worth for running away from me without apologizing. Then, I'll share the government's relocation money with you.
Then there's no point in paying £300,000 to you. This is just ridiculous.
Well, this is pointless, isn't it? So just close that phone screen of yours, and don't ever contact me again, you stupid sister. If you send me another ridiculous message, you'll definitely be sorry. After that, I never received any more messages from Emma or James, and as far as what happened to those two afterward, they apparently had a fateful reunion at the dam when they each went to check on their old homes. Realizing they had no one else to rely on, they remarried right there on the spot. However, when they returned to London as a remarried couple, James was apprehended at the train station by the people he had borrowed money from. They were then taken to an acquaintance's factory with living quarters, where both husband and wife are now working from morning till night until they pay off their debts.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, Rosie. It's getting close to your mom's birthday, you know. I would really like this newly released dishwasher that just came out a few weeks ago. I looked it up and it costs around $3,000, but I'm sure you'll still get it for me, right? What? $3,000 for a dishwasher? But I've heard that also costs a little bit to have it installed, so round that up to $5,000, and I'm thinking that's what the total will be. You can just send me that money, actually. I'll be the one to go and buy it. Wait, Mom, $5,000 is a little too much if you ask me. What are you talking about? Your husband Rick is a CEO, so he's got to be making loads of money doing that, right? $5,000 for a present shouldn't be a problem for you at all. If you let him know about this, I'm sure he'll pitch in, considering it's his mother-in-law's birthday of all days. When it comes to men, they'll do anything to make their mother-in-laws happy. But I'm no longer his wife anymore. Rather, his ex-wife now. I'm sorry for never letting you know about this, but just recently Rick and I got a divorce. Huh? You and Rick got a divorce? That's right, just last month actually. So I'm not sure he's going to be joining me in celebrating your birthday this year, especially now that the both of us are trying to finish all the paperwork up from the divorce and are getting ready to start our new lives. I'm sorry, but can we wait a little while before celebrating your birthday this year? Are you kidding me? My birthday only comes once every year, and it's very important. Every year so far, you've been taking me to these really upscale restaurants and stuff, right? And along with that, you would always give me the most amazing and expensive presents. There's no way you're gonna skip celebrating my birthday this year. Then how about next year I give you both this year's and next year's presents? Right now, I'm having to get used to living on my own again, and it's costing me a lot of my money to do so. To be frank, $5,000 for a present this year is just not happening. No freaking way! I wanna know what the hell you were thinking getting a divorce from Rick. You do not need to start to living on your own again. Just go back to him and make up already. You're a freaking idiot for letting a husband with that much money go. I don't want to get back together with him, though, and I had every right to leave that man. Rick has been cheating on me for a long time now. And not just with one woman, but two. He already had a wife and still managed to be going out with 2 other women. No way I'm going to keep him around. And what's so bad about cheating? What's wrong with him having 2 other women around him? Who cares that he loves other women besides you? It's all about his money. What? If you let a CEO husband like that slip away from you, you'll never be able to live your life of luxury again. And he was willing to send his wife's mother $1,500 a month so that she could be financially safe as well. And now you're telling me you divorced someone who is both nice and loaded because he had other women he loves? You're the most stupid woman I've ever known. Hold on a second, Mom. Your daughter was just cheated on by her husband. Are you neither sad or upset or something like that happening? Why are you getting upset at me for this? Because you're not going to be the one giving me money. I don't give a damn how useless my daughter feels about what happened. Huh? Ugh. Ever since you were a little girl, you've always been causing me and everyone around you so much trouble. Now that you've got him messed up big time, I'm going to have to do something about this. I'm going to make him take you back again, and you're going to apologize to him for ever thinking that you could divorce him like that. I want you on your hands and knees apologizing to him over getting a divorce over something as common as being cheated on.
Yo, Rosie? Are you really regretting divorcing me that badly already? You were so pissed off at me for having 2 other girlfriends when married to you. It's kind of cute that you'd be crying and wanting me back when it hasn't even been a month yet.
Huh?
Because of that, I think I will let you get back together with me. But that'll only happen as long as you come and apologize to me. I want you to come and say that you're so sorry for getting upset with me for cheating on you. Then I'll let you come back to my side.
I'd rather not come back to you, actually. Don't ever talk to me again, please. Who would ever want to go back to a man whore like you anyways?
What?
Let me guess. My mom got in contact with you and told you all about me. I bet her exact words were that I was regretting ever divorcing you, so please let me remarry you again or something along those lines. That woman always finds the most aggravating ways to get under my skin, stupid woman.
Are you not regretting everything? Are you not crying right now about the fact that you divorced me over me cheating? What about all that stuff she told me about you crying over me all the time? That's what your mum was telling me about you.
And all of that was a lie my mom was telling you. I don't regret a thing about divorcing you, and I have not cried once about you being out of my sight for the past month. If anything, I'm getting pretty upset right now because I once again have to talk to you. You really thought I'd be coming to you crying about how I want to get back together and I'm so sorry for what happened?
You're not going to.
Like I said, who would ever want to get back together with a man whore like you, all right? Don't you even try talking to me like this again, you idiot. If you try this again, I'm going to make sure you never have the means of talking to anyone again. You freaking bitch. It's things like that that made you so darn annoying and forced me to cheat on you. You were just given a chance to finally come back to me by your mum. You're going to regret never taking what your mum and I were going to give you. If you come back crying someday, wanting to be a CEO's wife again, I'm going to ignore you and look at my 2 beautiful women that I still have near me. The only one that's going to regret anything is you, Rick. When you come back crying to me about how you want to have a loving and caring wife like myself back, I'm going to ignore you and continue living the wonderful life I finally have again. What the hell do you think you're doing, you moron? I'd gone through all the trouble to get you Rick back and everything. You're freaking brain dead for letting the one chance you had of getting back together with that man go to waste. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to get Rick to even think about wanting someone like you back in his life? I never asked you to do something like that. Stop doing such stupid crap behind my back, woman. Ugh. Who do you think you are talking back to me like that? I was doing all of that for your sake. Not only have you gone and ruined what I was trying to give you, but you never even said thanks for it. You're the worst daughter this world has ever seen, you bitch. Calling me the worst daughter this world's ever seen just because I'm not doing what you want is just rude. None of what you've been doing has been for my sake. Rather, it's been all for your own. You're starting to freak out now because that $1,500 a month you're getting is no longer happening, right? Excuse me? I'm right on the mark, aren't I? Ever since I was a little girl, you never once cared about what I wanted or needed. The moment you heard I'd gotten married. No, wait, the moment you heard my husband was a CEO, you went to showing me all this love and care that you never once showed me before. That's not true. You were not on the mark at all. Far from it, actually. Then support my decision of getting that divorce. If I'm wrong, then you should be more than happy to see that your daughter is no longer with the man that was cheating on her. You shouldn't be worried about not getting $1,500 a month from him anymore, or not getting any more huge presents, right? That's what I thought. If you're not supporting your daughter right now with something that makes her happy, then you don't care about her. So I was right on the mark there. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Who the hell cares that you were on the mark there? What's wrong with me caring more about his money than my own daughter? I was trying to be quiet and listen to what you all had to say, but all of it was just bullcrap coming out of your mouth. I've heard enough. I have no use for a daughter that doesn't care as much about money as I do. Are you serious? Listen here, you little crap. For the longest time now, ever since you started to speak, you never listened to me and always talk like a smartass. Just because you're a little smart, you think you can talk like that to your own mother. Even though I was telling you as long as you got married, there was no need to go to college. But you got that scholarship without my permission and went to college anyway. You've always, for as long as I've known you, gone against my word and never ever listened to me. Well, sorry for that. You and I happen to value very different things is all. I get that you think you're always the boss, but I'm not a child anymore, so stop trying to lecture me about it. I can't stand you talking back to me like that anymore. I'm starting to think that it's just not such a bad idea to throw you away forever. If this is how you're gonna act and treat your own mother, then that's it. I'm disowning you for good. Excuse me? The only reason I've been so kind to you and raised you for all those years is because I was holding in my anger about how much you freaking acted like a jerk. That's why I was getting $1,500 a month from your CEO husband all this time in a way of paying me back for all the hard work that I did. I just wanted to live my life in luxury after so many years of raising a brat. But now you've gone and ruined everything for me by divorcing that rich man, you freaking idiot. I have no use for such a worthless daughter like you now. You have no right saying things like that to your own daughter. I'm not even hurt after hearing all that. I'm just in shock. Complete and utter shock. I've gotten all the use I could out of the lowlife that's been thrown out by her CEO husband. A useless daughter like you is never to come around me again, you hear me? At least now I get to keep my $1,500 every month. Thanks for that. What? You never want me around you again, right? Therefore, we're cutting ties to one another for good. I've been wanting something like this for a long time now myself, so this is perfect. Now I won't have to give up $1,500 a month anymore either. I won't have to give that man any of my money anymore either because now we're both officially divorced. Honestly, it feels like I've been reborn and I'm completely a new person. Oh, wait a second, what the hell are you going on about right now? What it sounded like to me, you're making it seem like you were getting that money from Rick and sending it to me. I wasn't getting anything from Rick, actually. I was the one using my money to support you every month. That $1,500 that I was giving you every month was coming from my paychecks. Rick never gave you a penny. What? Is that so? That first month's $3,000 that I gave you was all from me, Mom, and ever since that day I've continued being the one that gave you all that money. But Rick was telling me how he was the one giving me the money. Back when I asked you to give me a little more every month is when I heard that from him. You had told me clear as day that you wouldn't give me any more than I was already getting, so I went and talked to him out of anger. And that's when he told me that if you weren't going to let me have any more money, that he would. And after he said that, I started to receive more money like I was asking for. Rick really loves to lie his ass off, doesn't he? After he said that to you, he came right to me about it. He told me that he felt bad for you, so he wanted me to send you just a little bit more. I then asked him why he couldn't give you the money himself that you wanted, and his excuse was that he simply couldn't, and that I should be the one to give you more. What? And even after that time, you started to always talk to him when you wanted more money, right? And then he'd always tell you that he's the CEO and that he can get you that extra money you always wanted. But he was never actually the one giving you anything because he'd always come back to me with the same excuse saying I should give you more because he just couldn't. And guess what? He would always tell me the next day after those talks that if I ever told you the truth, it would embarrass him. And that's why it always looked as though he was the one sending you that money when it really has been always me. Are you kidding? But Rick is a CEO, right? He runs his own company. He should have tons of money on him, right? So why would he make you be the one to give me that money all the time? Don't tell me he's been stingy jerk this whole time. He can't be stingy because he has no money. He's a definition of a moneyless bastard. The company that Rick is so-called running never does any business, meaning that he makes a whopping $0 every year. Huh? $0 every year? What do you mean? He has a company that he's running, yet he doesn't make any money? How the hell does that work? The thing is, unless he actually has a company, there's no meaning to calling himself a CEO. Normally one would take the company they have and provide a service or sell something, and that's how you make money from the company, right? But this company that Rick thinks he has doesn't do anything. What? He only has the company in order to call himself a CEO and have a business card with this company's name on it. Theoretically, yes, there is a company, however, it's not a real company. He doesn't do anything with it, therefore he makes $0 from it every year. What? But every time he and I would talk, he always told me that the company was doing well. He'd always wear really nice suits, and when we'd meet, he'd just give off that well-off CEO vibe. I bought all those suits for him. He was always whining about how if he had no good clothing to wear, then he'd never be able to get a job. So in order to shut him up, I went out and got him some of the cheapest secondhand suits I could find and gave them to him. Is that so? It wasn't just you that I was having to pay for that whole time, Mom. I was also paying for our place, all of the food, the electric and water bills, his clothing as well as mine, everything. All from my paycheck. Now, if you want to know how I've been able to do all that, it's because I've been doing one hell of a good job at work, and that's why everything just worked with the money I was making. No way. I had thought all this time that Rick was the stand-up guy who ran his own company and made loads of money. But it's not only that he's never had a company, but that this whole time he's had to live off of what you made. When it comes to me, I never once heard about how you were making so much money yourself. Well, you never even asked me about it. You always made it very clear to me, even after getting married to Rick, that you didn't care about what I did for work. Actually, you would always pester me about it, saying that I was married to a rich man and should be quitting my job, right? There was never a time where I could actually tell you about how well I've been doing at work, because anytime I tried, you just hit me with that statement. Hey, Mom, I'd believed in you so much for so long now. I understood when I was younger that we'd always butt heads on things and you never liked the path I'd take, but I was sure that when I got into college, you'd be supportive of me. And I started to believe that once I got myself a good job, you'd be supportive of me. I believed that by sending you money every month, you'd finally be happy and supportive of me. I'd worked this hard all my life believing that one day you'd be proud of me and support me. But that belief that you'll one day be proud of me is gone now. What? I've thought so many times now that I really want to cut ties to you. But you were the one that gave birth to me, and I never wanted to imagine a day that your own daughter would tell you goodbye forever. However, now that you've said you want to disown me just now, I'm so thankful. And finally be free to live and do the things I want. Rosie, hold on a minute. I might have been taking things too far by saying that I wanted to cut ties to you and everything. Goodbye forever now. I'm going to do something you've asked for me for once, and that's never show my face around you or bother you again. I hope you're happy now.
Please, Rosie, can you please find a way to make your way back to me?
What? Who the hell is this?
You have to know who I am. Now, I want you to calm down and listen to what I have to say. I've finally come around to realizing why you were so important to me.
You've only just realized that now.
I had really believed that things would go well after the divorce. I happened to have 2 other women around me and a man who's been divorced before, and it's kind of awesome, right? And I was thinking that this would be the year I finally started to do something with my company. I was really thinking I could rub all my success in your face later on, but well, before I knew it, I was already $30,000 in debt. At this point, my company is going to go bankrupt.
You're joking. You're finally losing that company.
I'm really shocked by this myself. The moment that we got that divorce, my company started to dive into the red, which is strange because for years now I've been making it work, not having to do anything but just call myself the CEO of the company.
Damn. So you still haven't learned a thing. The reason you were never in the red all those years is because of me. I was doing all the paperwork and paying the bills so that you could keep that company going without you ever bothering to notice. So it makes total sense why you would be in the red now after I left. I'm going to assume that your company going into debt had nothing to do with the company itself though, right? You still carry the company credit card on you with a limit of $40,000 on it, right? Have you been using that card to buy groceries and things like that ever since the divorce?
Wait,
Just like I thought. Can't believe you're as old as you are and still don't understand how credit cards work. You used to work an actual job, for God's sakes, but you quit it after getting married to me, saying that you'd start a company of your own. Yet look at you. 3 years of you doing nothing with it besides making me waste my money to keep it afloat. I'm guessing that now, since you've pretty much lost the company, your girlfriends have run away?
They sure as hell have. Ever since this morning, they haven't been reading any more of my text to them. They won't even answer my phone calls anymore.
Oh no.
So please, help me out. Help me and my company. Help me with my life. I figured out that you're important to me, so please, help.
I'm sorry to say this, Rick, but I don't need you in my life anymore. Goodbye, Rick. It's too late to regret all that you've done now, so stop your whining and do something with your life for once. Hey, Rosie, I'm very sorry for saying such terrible things to you before. Right now, your mother's very sad about what she's done to you, and with all of her heart is asking for you to please give her another chance. Nope. I have no need for you anymore. Don't be so cruel to me. Ever since what happened to us, I've been thinking. I think for the past few weeks, I've just been really shocked and frazzled. The divorce of you and Rick has really surprised me is the thing. I never knew about Rick being a fake that whole time, so it really caused me to rethink how I treat you. I should have been worried about you that whole time while supporting you, but instead I just continue to say some terrible things. Stop calling yourself my mom. Goodbye forever now. Wait. Please just stick with me a little longer. There are still some things I really want to talk to you about. As a way of showing my thanks to you for everything you've done for me, I've found you a new man. What? A new man? I'm sure that since the divorce, every day for you has been lonely at night, right? And what made things worse is that you were cheated on, which led to the divorce, and I'm sure you're still hurting. So your mom, in order to make you happy again, has found you a really great new man. I got you this new man in order to help heal those wounds to your heart and keep you company. I never asked for anything like that. Well, I know. But please don't be so cold about all this. I finally found you a man that will work perfectly for you. He's a little bit older than you, being in his 50s, but he's a real gentleman. He's even saying that he doesn't mind that you've been divorced before. Jesus Christ. In his 50s? He's also running his own company right now, but not like what Rick was doing. He's actually making money from his company. And he said that since you were making just as much as he is, he'd be willing to marry you. I think this man is perfect for you, and you both will get along so well. Gosh dang it, stop all that. In his 50s? He's closer in age to you than he is to me. If he's that good of a man, why don't you marry him? But he said that if he's going to get married, it's going to be with a young woman. He's told me that he really likes my character and body, but he'd much rather be married and have kids with someone who hasn't been pregnant yet. So if you're able to marry him for me, then we can all be a happy family and share. For crying out loud, enough! That guy, have you been dating him? After you told me that you were going to cut ties with me, I freaked out a little and found myself a boyfriend. But it's okay. I don't happen to need him for anything more than his money, so you guys can sleep together. I promise that as long as I get to use his money, you can do whatever you'd like with him and I won't get in your way. No. This is so messed up. This is actually beyond messed up now. This is like something that makes one need to be committed to an insane asylum. I'm disgusted by all of this. Freaking disgusted. Please don't say things like that about me, Rosie. Aren't you embarrassed to be all alone right now, having a divorce under your belt? You'll be able to get married again, and I'll be able to have my daughter back. He'll be able to marry a younger woman, and I'll be able to have his money. This all sounds like the perfect idea to me, so let's all three become one happy family. I'm blocking you. Go screw yourself. What? Rosie, you're not really blocking me, are you? Go screw yourself with a rusty pipe. What? Goodbye for frickin' ever now, you whore. Rosie! Wait, Rosie! You need to help your mother out. You can't just leave me forever. Right after that, I blocked my mom's number, her email, and all of her social media accounts, and just to be sure, I changed rooms within the apartment building. I also went and explained everything to my boss about what was wrong with my mom, so that if she ever tried to find me there, the front would immediately have the security personnel walk her out and lock the doors. Thankfully, she never did end up coming to the office looking for me, but from what I was hearing about her the day I blocked her, that man went and dumped her. Which has now left her searching for wherever I'm living at now, which will hopefully never work in her favor. I understand that some might feel bad for what I had to do to my mom, leaving her like that when she was at her most vulnerable, but all of you listening know the kind of monster she is, and that's all I care about. However, a lot of my friends know of my past with her as well and the hardships I've had recently, so when she's gone to them asking for my address, they all tell her to screw off and that she deserves to be tossed away by her daughter. When it comes to what happened to Rick after all that, he ended up going back to his parents' house. But he had totally forgot about the fact that he took his parents' money in order to pay off the $30,000 debt he was in. So as they opened the door to him, they said he wasn't allowed in until he'd paid them every penny back. I never even knew about him stealing his parents' money in order to pay all the debt off, and I'm sure he was never going to tell me in order to get the $30,000 out of me, hopefully. As of right now, he lives in an old barn on someone else's property, although the owner doesn't know about it yet. And while he's been sleeping in there with the pigs, he's been working for a lawn care company under the hot sun every day trying to make money in order to pay his parents back. At least that's all I've heard about him.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey there, Bea. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be the wife of a CEO and not you. Got it? You think you're really good enough to marry Marcus? Well, you're dead wrong. I'm the only one who's good enough for him. And now that I've stolen him from you, I'll never worry about working another day in my life. Rachel, what on earth are you talking about? What is this about you stealing Marcus away from me? If this is your idea of a joke, I really don't find it funny at all, and I'd ask that you not send me this kind of stuff. Oh, it's not a joke at all, I'm afraid, but I still think it's hilarious. I'm being totally honest, however, when I say that I've stolen Marcus from you and made him mine. No, you're just a lonely girl that nobody wants, and I'm going to be the wife of a CEO. It's like a dream come true. You mean that you're really serious about all this? That's right, what can I say? I guess that Marcus just likes me more than he likes you. We spent the whole day and night together, you know. He told me that I was the girl of his dreams and that he always wanted to marry me. He told me that while he was looking into my eyes from across the table, he got us at the most expensive restaurant in town. Then he got down on one knee and proposed to me. Now that you mention it, I wasn't able to get in touch with Marcus at all yesterday. I was wondering what was going on. But you're telling me that I couldn't reach him because you two were together all day yesterday? How many times are you going to make me type out the same thing, Bea? Haven't I already made it clear to you that I've made Marcus all mine? You thought that you were going to marry him and become the wife of a CEO, but I stole him right from under you, and now I'm going to marry him instead. How does it feel to have your fiancé stolen from a fellow classmate, huh? But you don't understand. How could you do this to me, Rachel? I thought that you and I were friends. We've been so close ever since high school. I thought that I could trust you. But instead, you turned around and stole your own friend's fiancé? You're horrible, you know that? Well, this may come as news to you, but I never once considered us to be friends at all. I've actually hated you ever since the day that we met. But I could never understand how some poor ugly girl like you was chosen over me by all the boys in school. I swore to myself then that if you were ever going to get married before me, I would steal away your man before you could. You mean that this has been a plan of yours since you and I were in high school? That's crazy. You don't understand. I mean, you do know that the high school that we went to was famous for having the children of celebrities and actors and stuff go there, don't you? It wasn't a school for poor little kids like you. I don't even know how you got into the school in the first place. It was probably some charity for sad, poor people with no other means to get an education that paid for you to get in. Just because we went to the same school doesn't mean that you and I are on the same level at all. Got it? I hate when people forget their place and try to be in places where they don't belong. But I was never doing anything like that at all to begin with. And you have no idea how hard I was working in that school. I only got in because of my good grades, and I would have never been able to afford to go without the scholarship I got. But I always thought that you were the nicest person to me there. You were my best friend. And you hated me this whole time? But that's just it. You did work hard, and you were even valedictorian for our class. But before you showed up, I was the smartest kid in school. Both my parents were rich and loved me so much. All the teachers could trust me, and I was a favorite across the whole school. But all of that changed when you showed up. Just because you were the new girl who got slightly better grades than me, everyone started treating you like you were the star of the whole show. You totally eclipsed me. Well, are you really trying to blame me for how other people reacted towards me? I never asked them to treat me like that. I don't want to hear it from you. Don't tell me that a poor little nobody like you wasn't loving all of that attention. And all because you were good at studying. It isn't fair. You ruined high school for me. Do you know that? I certainly do now, and at least now I feel like I understand a bit more about why you always hated me like this. But I still don't understand why that drove you to steal my fiancé from me. I mean, we graduated from high school more than 10 years ago. Are you really still upset from then? Of course I am. You think that I ever got over a poor person like you trying to get above their post in life? And just what is that supposed to mean? I mean that no matter how hard you tried after high school, I know that you were never able to amount to anything. And no matter how smart you are now, you're still just a poor nobody. Just like your stupid, poor, ugly parents. You thought that marrying a CEO would be your ticket out of that life? Well, not if I had something to say about it. I wasn't about to let you jump ahead in life like that. It wouldn't have been fair. That's why I had to put you back in your place. And so that's the real reason why you stole Marcus from me? What are you, some kind of 1800 oil baron or something? I don't think I've ever seen classism this bold-faced in my entire life. Do you think we live in a caste system or something? What is the matter with you? It really is so easy to get poor people upset when you remind them of who they really are deep down. You really thought that you could just marry into the lap of luxury? Sorry, but that was never an option for a poor little nobody like you. It's obvious that I'm a much better person to marry Marcus given my pedigree. Your pedigree? What do you think this is, a dog show or something? Say whatever you want. It doesn't change the fact that Marcus is all mine and there's nothing that you can do about it at all. You're just mad because I took away your own shot at not being poor. Hey Marcus, are you there? Because you and I need to have a little chat. For starters, have you been seeing Rachel behind my back? I know that your parents said hi to her parents at our wedding, but I just had no idea that you would ever do something like this to me.
Wait, hold on a second. How did you find out about Rachel and I? Oh man, I thought that we had done everything to make sure that nobody was ever going to figure out about the two of us.
If you really must know, it was Rachel herself that reached out just to brag to me about how you and her are seeing each other. She even told me about how you proposed to her in a restaurant. So I would just love to hear what you have to say about all of this and just what you have to say for yourself.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? You mean that Rachel told you all about us? What was she thinking? How could she do that to me? Oh, man. That girl can be a real firecracker sometimes. But yeah, it's true. Everything that Rachel said to you, even the part about us getting married. But you couldn't really expect this to last too long between us, right? I mean, you know that basically my whole family was against the two of us getting married.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Do you really mean that? Your family never ever wanted you and I to get married?
Of course they were opposed to you and I getting married. Open your eyes! You really think that you were ever good enough to stay married to me? You were just a poor little nobody who I took pity on. But you know that there was no way I was going to let our families merge into one, right?
Are you kidding me? You did not seriously just say that. I can't believe you, Marcus.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say. It isn't like your mom or dad is a businessman or a politician or anyone, really. They're just middle-of-the-road regular worker drones. Nobody's, really. Besides, didn't your dad get sick and have to quit his job anyways? Isn't your mom having to cut back on her hours just to take care of him? And you're doing all the heavy lifting for your family, and you're not anyone either.
Don't you talk about my parents like that, Marcus, and just because my dad is sick doesn't mean that you can put him down for it. Besides, it's thanks to their hard work that I was able to afford to go to college. I owe so much to them, and nothing is ever going to take that away.
Don't get me wrong, I really do respect you as a person, Bea. You got into one of the top schools in the country, and I think that's really something. But we just come from two different worlds. Besides, my whole future depends on me taking over the family company, so I really can't go against what my family wants, or else I'm down for.
Well, then why were we even together in the first place? If this is really how you felt about things, we should have never been dating in the first place. I never asked you to go and cheat on my classmate.
You really are starting to get annoying. Do you know that? I'm telling you why I made my decision. You can like it or not, but don't go trying to make this personal or anything. It's just business.
Business? Are you seriously calling this business? You think that I'm going to buy that, you jerk?
Look, the thing is, I actually really like smart girls like you, okay? But there are things about you that I just can't stand by either. For one, you're a little too smart. Maybe even smarter than me, and that's a huge turnoff. I do like smart girls, but being with you made me realize it's better to be with an airhead like Rachel instead. It's just way easier to get her to do what I want than it was with you.
Please tell me that that is not how you actually feel about dating women. That is just disgusting. Rachel is like some kind of avatar of classism, and you're just a horrible sexist. Maybe you two do deserve each other.
It's not sexist, it's just knowing what my preferences are, okay? If you really want to know, the last straw for you was when I had to make that presentation for work. I was struggling with it for so long that I finally asked you to take a look, and you basically did it for me all in the span of 20 minutes. I felt completely humiliated. So between my parents not wanting me to marry you and you being too smart for your own good, this is what's for the best. Not to mention that honestly, Rachel is way prettier than you are anyways, so I don't think you could really blame me for wanting to get with her.
So basically, I just have nothing to offer you at all, is what you're saying then.
I mean, in a word, yeah, pretty much. Who ever heard of a man marrying a woman smarter than them? You'd have to be a real moron to do that. Anyways, just accept that this has happened and move on with your life, okay?
Hey, B, I was just curious if you got the invitation to our wedding. I know that you know how much I hate you, but we still have to keep up appearances, you know. I invited everyone from high school, so I had to invite you too, or else people would start to ask questions. You know, you haven't said one word to hint at all that you're sorry for what you did to me. Not only that, but you have the gall to invite me to your wedding? Come on, don't be such a sourpuss. Consider this a way to put this all behind us, okay? I invited you to the wedding for your own sake. My own sake? Just how do you figure that? Oh, come on. Clearly you're still upset about the breakup, and you must still be getting over your feelings for Marcus. So you can come to the wedding, see Marcus and I kiss and get married, and then maybe that'll shock you out of this mood. Are you kidding me? Is that why you want me to show up to your wedding? Well, I also think that you'd really enjoy it. It's going to be a huge venue and cost a ton of money. There are going to be all kinds of industrialists and famous people, and I mean, well, you're so poor that this is probably going to be your one chance to see something like this. Although I understand that you might just grow to hate yourself surrounded by so much success, too. You have seriously got some nerve inviting me to your wedding just so that you can keep trying to rub your wealth in my face. Do you know that? Well, if it helps sweeten the deal, we're having the wedding catered by a Michelin-starred chef, and the decorations are going to be to die for. Not only that, but I'm having a really famous fashion designer come out of retirement just to put my wedding dress together. It sounds like it's going to be quite the event. Are you sure someone like me can go? Well, at first I was going to have something a little more low-key, but then I thought about it and realized that I'm about to marry a future CEO, and there's no point in being modest. So I decided it would be better to go all out instead, and Marcus's parents seemed to be happy with my place, so it's all good. Well, I'm really happy that you and his parents are getting along so well. I guess they must feel more at ease talking to you than they were talking to poor old me. Exactly. In fact, they like me so much that Marcus's dad agreed to pay for the whole thing. It's going to cost at least $1 million. You're going to spend $1 million on your wedding? That's insane. Are you sure that's really such a good idea? No duh, it's a good idea. It's a great idea, in fact. Why would you even ask something like that? Or is it just that your poor brain can't even calculate how someone could spend that much and still have more money? Yeah, it must be something like that, Rachel. Well, that's okay. I can't expect you to begin to even visualize what $1 million looks like. Yeah, I wonder if your father-in-law will be able to soon, given that he's been arrested. Sorry, what do you mean by that? Haven't you heard the news? You might want to look up his name on Google right now. He's been showing up in headlines ever since last night for what he did, so I might be a bit worried for what that would mean for your wedding. Wait, hold on. Marcus's dad has been arrested? Sounds like you have a lot to think about. Maybe I'll just leave you alone for now. But if you really want to know, I don't want to go to your wedding at all. But you did such a good job selling it to me that I think I'll show up anyways. Wait, no, hold on. You can't just drop a bombshell on me like that and then just try and walk away. What are you talking about with Marcus's dad? What happened? You have to tell me. I told you can just look it up online. There are plenty of stories about it online. Just look up his name and investment fraud. Wait, you mean that he's been arrested for fraud? He defrauded his own investors? Yeah, he took a bunch of people's money and wasted it on a scheme that he knew was going to fail. Then he tried to launder the money to other sources, and that's when he got caught. I guess someone must have leaked some evidence of what was going on. No, this can't be happening. I had no idea about any sort of scam. This can't be right. Well, you might want to go ahead and tell the news stations that they got it wrong because you never heard of any of this. Anyway, what was that chef going to cook for the wedding again? This isn't the time to be talking about that. Now, I don't even know if I'll have a wedding at this point. But I already sent out the invitations. I was so looking forward to it. This can't be happening to me. Well, I suppose you might just have to tell people that there's been a change of plans and cancel it for now. B, it's just awful. We had to cancel my wedding. Can you believe it? This wasn't supposed to happen. What is going on? So you did end up canceling it after all. Aw, darn. And I was just starting to get excited to go. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll be able to plan a new one when things settle down. Then you can have your fancy chef and decorations and everything. What are you talking about? There's no way that we're ever going to be able to have the wedding again because the engagement is off. We're not even married and we're already divorced. Wait, what? He's not going to marry you anymore? No, I broke up with him. I could never let my family be associated with his criminal father. Just think of the damage it would do to my family's reputation. I can't possibly let my good bloodline be tainted with his bile, so I told him to hit the road. But now Marcus is refusing to sign the paperwork so that we can call it all off. I see. Yeah, I guess I would be pretty mad too if someone just tried to run off like you're doing. But you need to help me. You have to convince Marcus to formally call off the engagement with me. Sorry, you want me to help you? Are you serious? That's right. He said that he's not going to let me get out of this so easily. And if he doesn't sign the paperwork, then we're not going to be able to officially call off our engagement. You have to think of something and help me out here. You can't be serious, right? You're really asking for my help? Please, maybe you can try and charm him back to liking you. You know all his weak spots and what he likes. I'm sure that if anyone could help me out here, it's you. Plus, you get your fiancé back. It's a win-win. I don't want anything to do with him or you or either of your families ever again. You'll just have to find someone else to do your dirty work for you, but not me. Why don't you go and ask one of your rich friends to do it for you, huh? You don't think I've already thought of that? I called them all and asked for their help, but no one said they would. Some of them had even changed their number, and I can't get a hold of them. Well, then it sounds to me like they just plain don't want to help you. But I have no problem getting a hold of anyone from our school days. Maybe they just saw the news about your father-in-law and didn't want to be associated with you. You're kidding me. You mean you think that all our old friends are just avoiding me? But they're not afraid to stay in contact with some poor little nobody like you. I guess maybe they just don't care as much about how much money I have. You're the only one who seems to treat anyone as poorly as you do just because of their status. Anyways, Good luck with your marriage troubles.
Bea, are you there? Please, you have to help me. You have to save me from Rachel. She's crazy, and you're the only one that I can go for help.
What on earth are you talking about, Marcus? I know that your dad is in hot water, but it's times like these that should push you closer to your wife. Go to her for help, not me, okay?
But I don't want anything to do with that moron. She is seriously so dumb and is only interested in trying to run away from me. Even though I'm trying so hard to protect all the family has worked for, she can only think for herself.
There you go again, just calling her an idiot again, huh? But I thought you liked your girls dumb.
Yeah, but not this dumb. I had no idea you could even get this dumb. But I've had my hands so full trying to save the family's business that I barely have time to deal with her anymore. I don't know what's going to break first, my company or my mental state.
Yeah, I've been following the news. It seems like you and your family are going to be in quite a bit of trouble.
But that's why I need your help. But please, I know that you're smarter than me. Maybe if you took a look at some of the papers I have, you could figure out a way to save my company from all this. But please, I need you.
Yeah, that is going to be a no from me. You cheat on me, ruin our engagement, call me too smart, and say that I'm uglier than Rachel, and you think I want to help you? Don't even get me started on what you said about my family, too. This is not my problem, and I refuse to let you or Rachel suck me into this. After that, I heard on the news that Marcus's family company finally declared bankruptcy and that Marcus was attempting to build something from the ashes. But the attempt didn't go so well, and like before, it was swimming in debt before declaring bankruptcy again. Rachel ran to her parents to try and beg for help, but they had both thought that they'd finally gotten rid of her and told her that she was Marcus's problem now. With his dad in jail and 2 bankruptcies, Marcus and Rachel agreed to move in together until they could work something better out for the two of them. They still aren't married, but they realize that they both have no one to turn to except for each other.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.